as artists like you, we might not always have the budget to go to the studio and get the great mix. Today's video was sponsored by Beatopia.com. So I've been studying NBA Youngboy for a little minute now, and I come up with a theory, not just on him, but music in a whole, the state of music as a whole. And you hear every day about the listener's attention span being shorter, the listener having all of this stuff in their face, being bombarded by things that want their attention. TikTok videos, YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, sports on TV, the new music that's dropping this Friday and next Friday and last Friday. And this is the age of heavy consumption. That's what I've concluded, because we have so much information to our disposal, so much content out there that we can just sit and we can consume fast. 15 seconds here, take this in, move it up, take this in, take this in, go Google something, read it real quick. That, as consumers, we take stuff in, process it, and then able to move on just because there's going to be something new. Something crazy happens in the culture. Oh man, it's the talk of the town for that week, and then the next week something else has come up. And watching NBA Youngboy, I feel like he's taking advantage of that, and I think this is something a lot of you guys need to consider. Now, every year NBA drops multiple projects. Shoot, every other day, if you're following his YouTube, he drops a new song and a new video. The reason why is because he's understood that his audience digests his stuff fairly quickly. And so in that, sometimes the quality may suffer, but the quantity is always there. So even if he hits you with a song that you not necessarily like, hey, out of the next 4 or 5 songs, you're going to like one of them. And that's typically how it's been for me. Under another closer examination, when I listen to different albums in his discography, you'll have one album that sounds really, really mixed, really, really good, really crispy. Then you'll have another album that sounds like he made it in a basement somewhere and he recorded it under less than ideal conditions. And so what that also tells me is, as artists like you, we might not always have the budget to go to the studio and get the great mix all the time. But we shouldn't let that stop us from dropping music. We shouldn't let that stop us from being productive, because like NBA Youngboy, even though he wants to consistently drop music, and all of them might not be the ones that get that Atlantic treatment where they got the super crazy engineer mastering it, and he's actually in a studio. Like when you listen to that album, I believe Top, with that Eyes Out My Window song with Lil Wayne, it sounds like so crisp, it sounds so perfect and so clean, versus if you listen to another CD that round and round, it sounds like he recorded it in here. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like he recorded it in a styrofoam cup, to be honest. But with that, he's consistently able to feed his fan base, and he's consistently able to drop music, not worrying about so much the quality as much as the quantity, as feeding them. One last thing is, I'll get an NBA Youngboy project and it'll have several songs on it, but I know I'm going to at least love 2 or 3 of the songs. There are going to be a whole bunch of songs I don't like, I never listen to again, but there are going to be 2 or 3 songs on there that I love and I'm going to play multiple times. And as artists, this is also something we should think about. Nowadays, artists aren't so much worried about creating the classic body of work as they are creating a body of work with the most songs on there that have the potential to get streamed. Listen to Drake's Certified Lover Boy. Listen to Drake's Honestly Nevermind. I mean, listen to a lot of these artists' albums. Listen to Uzi's album. There are going to be songs that you're never going to care to listen to ever again. But there's going to be those songs that you just gravitate towards. And I think that artists are focusing more on that. Having a song that you're going to gravitate to. Putting out more quantity. Putting more songs on a project. So there is one that you like. So there is one that you catch. You put out an unsuccessful song, nobody's going to remember that shit. As long as you keep putting stuff out and you're staying consistent. I hope this video learned you something. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.